What up, guys? Your boy Coffice, and we're back with another one. Now today I want to go over a build that I have used for the entirety of my first playthrough. I really love playing with strength weapons. I have tested multiple strength weapons, great swords, great axes, great hammers. I've done dual wielding and all that, all the fun stuff. There are a couple little hammers with bleed on them that I think are really good, and other swords that are really good as well. But this weapon has absolutely surprised me. I feel like a lot of people overlook this weapon because you can get it very early in the game, and you just look at it as like a throwaway weapon until you get like a better weapon. But this is the better weapon. That's what I'm trying to tell you, that a lot of people are not paying attention to how strong this weapon is. There's one other weapon that I use that hits slightly harder than this, but dude, this is like a weapon of insane damage. Like, it does stupid damage. Like, there was a lot of great swords to play with that I thought were great. Nah, son, this is the weapon to be running with if you're wanting to run a strength build, just because of how heavy it hits. This weapon made the game feel very easy to me. So let's go ahead and get into that build, guys. Alright guys, this build's going to be real quick to go over because there's not much to it. I mean, you get this weapon very early in the game. Like I said, after the first real boss, you can pretty much get this weapon. And then you level it up all the way until you're plus 10 with it. And you can see right there it has attack power of 947, which is huge. I have two runes slotted into it that give me more physical damage, but it doesn't show on the attack power. That is 947 without those slotted, so I don't know if that needs to be fixed or what. We're also running the enhanced lump hammer. Now this is a bad piece of equipment right here. This thing hits ridiculously hard. I mean, it just destroys things, and I was mind blown because you're hitting around 2k damage with a throwing weapon. I will show you where to get this and this here in a bit, but we're just gonna go over the build real quick. As far as armor, run whatever you want. I am running heavier armor just because I want to be able to be a little bit more resistant when I'm doing my heavy charge attacks and everything like that. But at the same time, I just chose armor that I feel like looks like somebody that would wield a hammer. So this is like what I think a hammer wielding person would look like. You know, run whatever you want. And then his necklace, Warrior's Claw, I feel like that's huge just because it increases physical damage and physical resistances, which is really nice. You get this pretty early, but it is dangerous to go for. You need like a key. You need the bell key or whatever, which is 9,500 runes or souls or whatever they're called in this. Vigor, which is weird. But it's right next to the blacksmith. When you first unlock her, there's a door. You just go through there. There's a lot of really heavy enemies in there. Just run in there and grab this item and either die to it or make it back out. But this is totally worth running and, you know, dying. Still running the Mine Owner's Ring, which is, you know, you get at the very beginning of the game. The only reason I'm running it is because it has stamina regeneration, and we are doing a lot of heavy attacks with this build just because I want to stagger things and flatten things. So I would like to have my stamina trigger back faster, and that's the whole reason I'm running that. And then the Brawn Ring, which I feel like you get pretty early. I actually don't remember where you get this, but it just gives you 3 points into the strength stat right there. I have 72 points into strength, and then with this 3 more points, and now we're at the max cap of 75 strength, which is huge with any strength build. As far as the rest of the build, I'm setting at level 131. That's by complete accident. I'm meant to be 130. That's kind of wanted to set around that because I don't know what PvP is going to be. I feel like it's going to be around 130. Maybe it's higher. I don't know. But I accidentally put 1 point into agility, which doesn't benefit me at all. I just goofed, and that's what that is. As far as endurance and vitality, I feel like they're both good at 40 and 40. If you want, you could take those 5 points of vitality and put them somewhere else that you want to do, because honestly, after 40 you're just getting 10 points per point, which isn't bad, but another 50 points of health on top of what I already have isn't going to do much for me as far as, you know, PvE or just getting hit in general. Also, I want to go over the moveset. When you're doing PvP, you're probably going to want to be in one-handed attacks, right? And do the rolling attacks because they do sweeping. So every time I have a roll, I'm just hitting right bumper, and you have sweeping attacks, which allows for, you know, a lot of range to be able to pick people up. As far as my main attack, let's say like PvE, I'm always two-handing. I feel like you should always two-hand, and I like to do the running attack with a right trigger because it's a big slam, and if the enemy is your size or just slightly taller, you're going to flatten them. You will flatten them 1,000% over and over and over. You can literally just run attack somebody to death if you want, because it flattens them every time, and it comes out very fast. So it's really good. And then after a running right trigger, I'll just follow it up with right bumpers, because the next right bumper comes out very fast, as you can see. And if you're just doing stationary, let's say like I'm just standing here and I charge a heavy attack, you can charge another heavy attack right after that and uppercut something. So you're going to stagger it and then you're going to uppercut. Or, let me get my stamina back up. You can just charge a heavy attack and go right into a right bumper, which uppercuts and then hits again. So that swing where it comes back and hits, it will hit again, and that uppercut can sometimes, and has probably like 50% of the time I've done it, hit the enemy in front of me twice. So it will hit again, and then hit whatever's behind me, and then hit again. Big stuff there. And I'll just show you the lamp stuff real quick. Run whatever you want. I am running these. Now, I still have the first base one or whatever. I haven't found all the eyes yet. The base one's whatever. This is the one that I care about, the second one down. And when you're doing a charging heavy attack, all damage received as wither damage, and your posture cannot be broken. So you can just literally sit there, charge a heavy attack, and slam whatever you want. Now, if it's in the early stages of the heavy attack, they can push you around a little bit, I've noticed. So I don't know how accurate that is, but once I get to like right before the weapon's going to hit, I cannot be staggered. So that means I will poise tank through whatever enemy's hitting me. They give me wither damage. As soon as I hit them, I get my health back and take like minor damage, which is, you know, really good for a build like this. And if you guys don't have this weapon in your inventory, I'm going to show you how to get it. I would be surprised that you don't have it because you have to take this path and it's pretty much in your way. So we're going to go out this way and we're going to go do all that down there. And when you're done with all that, you can see that once we're at the end of that or whatever, you'll take this lift up. This lift puts you right here. We're on the backside of Skyrest. You just come down these stairs. I'm sure you've seen this bridge because I'm sure most of you have this weapon, like I said, because you have to do this to get the Skyrest key. Come across this bridge right here. Don't go umbral yet. Just use your lamp. Your item will be right below us, or this weapon will be right below us. Drop down. Get the item. Go umbral. Run across. And on this bridge right here is where you get the Skyrest key. Oh my god. Right here from this dude. And there you go. And to get the advanced lump hammer, we want to go to, I think it's this one, Path of Devotion. So when you get here, just go run up. We always want to kill the archer. The archer is just pain in the ass. He constantly shoots you in the back. Nice. Now, the doggos will chase you forever. Just keep that in mind. You want to run through and kill everything, do it. Move these guys out of the way. You don't have to fight this guy if you don't want to. Just keep running down this path. There's going to be an archer up here. She will actually follow you as well. 2 archers here. Try to roll past them if you can. Nice. And then there's going to be 2 guys here. Obviously, you're going to have to break that thing. But the item should be right here on this body, from what I remember. I don't know. I'm about to do my second playthrough. I'm just not 100% sure on that. So, I'm pretty sure this is where you get the lump hammer. And one last thing before I let you all go, I just want to show you, when you're done beating the game, or when you're close to beating the game, you can absolutely switch to this hammer right here, the Iron Wayfarer's hammer. And it's just slightly better. It's slightly better. You don't really need to if you don't want to. It's the exact same moveset. Nothing really matters as far as that. You just squeeze out a little bit more damage. And it has weather, fire, and holy damage attached to it. So there's that. Anyways, guys, that pretty much sums it up. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe. I'm close to 10,000 subscribers. So if you guys want to help out on that, that'd be dope. If not, all good. I'm going to make more content. Probably going to try to do some daggers or some type of dual wielding build next. So I'm going to start my second playthrough. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching, and you have a great day. See you in the future.